Happiness through curiosity on the Ranveer Show. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about the fact that one was invited?
Like I can't explain. It's just to me, so many other people didn't get invites that I thought were up here, and I'm not saying I'm up there, but like the fact that I got invited was so fucking cool for an NRI kid to feel validated in India. It's just like I can't even explain how much that meant to me. I can't. It's so awesome. I'm so thankful to Bhavan, even though it annoys me how successful you are at such a young age.
How's the NRI community perceiving it now?
They love it. Like everybody's in awe that I was invited to this wedding.
Do they get how Indian culture is being kind of celebrated back home?
Yeah, we feel it. Because we all got made fun of as kids about it. And now you still get made fun of, and there's still parts of India that are going to get made fun of, and that's not an insult. It's just a country that's working its way up. But the perception is also, now it's not just that. Now it's that, and the smartest people are coming over and getting the H-1 visas in America, and then you got the Ambanis who are super wealthy. And the perception is, okay, it's still like working its way out of whatever Britain did to it, but it's coming.
You know, there's this quote by Mukesh Bhai, and this is great context for India, for international audiences. So he said that my father, as in Dhirubhai Ambani ji, took 50 years to build his empire. I took 25 years. But the next Dhirubhai Ambani will take about 10 years.
Oh, I like that.
That's
awesome.
Where India's economic story is. Yeah. That's the real economic perspective on India. But these kind of narratives can only be out there because of videos that are speaking about the Ambani wedding. We know that this video is going to get clicks. And that's what the Ambani wedding did for our country. It's put us on the world map in so many ways, man.
I mean, I kind of feel this in general when I come to India. I'm like, oh, maybe we should spend time here. Maybe we should buy a place here. Maybe we should live here. Maybe we should spend half the year here. This time it really was like, I'm talking to my wife like, we might need to figure this out. When we have kids, we might need to be here. Like we might need to raise our kids in India.
Say more, bro.
So I don't want to bash America because America's done so much for my family, done so much for me. I'm very grateful to everything that America has done, but if I'm thinking what country is really ascending, and it's where, like, growing up in America, I was never connected to my roots. Everybody in America tells me I'm Indian, and then I come to India, and everybody in India is like, no, you're not, dude. You don't speak the language that well. You don't know much about what's going on. So I'm kind of a man without a home. So I would love to give if I could raise my kids with economic opportunity and in their home, like I know my soul is from here. Every time I come to India and I'm walking around, that's the one thing about this wedding. I was so tired. I didn't have time to walk. I usually just walk around Mumbai, Bangalore, wherever. And I'm like, oh, this is home. My soul knows it's home. I would love to raise my kids in their spiritual home. You know what I mean? And there's opportunity here that there might not have been in 1968 when my mom moved here. Or my mom moved to America. So like, yeah, that's a thought. That's a conversation. It's a big move, but it's a conversation that's like, we might need to start having that conversation in the next 5-10 years of like really considering, at the very least, spending a lot of time here, but maybe just moving altogether.
Okay. So because you've grown up in America, you obviously know white people much better than I know white people. Yeah. I noticed white people being very overwhelmed at this wedding for some reason. Yeah. So what is the white person perspective here?
It's just a lot of people, man. It's like, we're not in America. You don't get, New York has a lot of population density. Most of America is not New York. I'm New York and I've been to India. So this wasn't that, but also like seeing this in a wedding. White weddings are small thing. I have a joke about this, but a white wedding is like 50 people. This is 9,000 people. You know what I mean? It's like insane how much bigger this is. So to them, it's a whole different, we don't know what the fuck is going on. And like, you're walking everywhere, you're tired. It's just a bunch of space to navigate. I think they were overwhelmed by the scale of it more than anything.
The scale of it.
The scale of the build out, the scale of the food, the amount of stuff there is to do, the people, like this general scale of it, I think just threw everyone off. That didn't know what to expect.
Did you interact with anyone you knew?
Yeah, I interacted with a couple white people. That one was like a banker or something. Really sweet guy, him and his wife. And then, a couple other people. But yeah, mostly just kind of you guys, childhood friends of Anand Bhai, and then like, random people.
And what was the general?
Everybody's like
overwhelmed.
Yeah, blown away, dude. Just like, this is crazy. This is insane in a good way. But like, Blown away. Truly, I didn't see anybody being like, "Nah, I don't like this. This is too much." There might have been moments where non-Indians were like, "Okay, this event is going on long enough. We can keep that moving." But I don't think they knew what to expect with an Indian wedding. So, but I didn't see anybody being like, this is gaudy," or I didn't hear any of that. Truly.
You could be standing at any location in that venue and you could just take in what you'd see around you.
Yeah. But it was a lot, dude. It's hard to take in. It's so much. I've been thinking since the day I got there, how would I describe this to Flagrant friends and friends in America? I don't know how, because it wasn't a wedding. It was it was an event. It was a convention. It was like Comic-Con, but a wedding.
Bro, I've not been able to sleep for the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Because I've not been able to digest it, honestly.
Yeah.
And this is all of it. Obviously, meeting Salman Khan and all that is one aspect. But it's way too much stimulation in a great way for the senses, just being at that wedding.
Yeah.
So, and I guess over the next few days, like it's just been a few hours that we've got done with it. But over the next few days, we'll be able to process it.
Yeah. Even then, it's just so much to take in. It's crazy. It's a massive thing.
Hey, if you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.